It's Toxic Tuesday.
I think he's trying to amp up the listeners or something.
We got to get the energy going in here. That's what I like to hear.
Wow.
Woke everybody up in the room.
Dang, dude.
Toxic Tuesday. I am your Toxic Avenger. This is where we allow all of your toxicity with no judgment. And we blame it all on your past traumas and environment. Today, this Toxic Tuesday is very special. I think a lot of people can participate, especially in our demographic.
Okay.
I want to know what thing turns you a little anti-progress, a little anti-future. I almost want to say turns you a little conservative in the means of either technology or the changes in society. I can give you a couple of examples.
I hope you do. I want to hear that scream again, though.
So what's something that happens that makes you regressive?
Yeah, perfect.
Regressive.
I'll start. Look, QR menus. I think that everybody can agree on this one. And of course, our interns can participate. QR menus, I'll say at taco trucks are fine, but QR menus at a restaurant when I'm sitting down, no, sir.
I can relate, and
No,
I have
ma'am.
a story.
Yeah?
I used to work at a dine-in movie theater, and I started as a runner, then became a server, finally, after like a couple of months working there. It was awesome serving as in a movie theater. And then they're like, hey guys, we're going to install QR codes now. You're not going to lose your job. You're just going to become a runner again. So I wasn't a server anymore because of the QR codes that were installed at each seat.
Oh.
And it's so annoying because they have to have their phones on during the movie.
Right.
If
Yeah.
they want to order.
Yeah. So-
And it sucks. It sucks so
Scoot
bad.
to your right a little bit
Okay.
too. That's Breakfast Club, and maybe
Yeah.
I think the camera might pick you up now. That's
Okay.
maybe you guys are. It's Breakfast Club and Hoops on today.
Yeah.
Shouldn't even said that. All of our creepy listeners are going to go straight to the video now. And
Absolutely. I hope y'all are okay with
young
that.
girls.
Yeah, I thought
Hey, can y'all give me the young girls' phone numbers?
Can y'all just leave the camera on them? I don't
Hey, what's their
understand why.
snap? What's their snap?
I thought that the QR code menu was just going to be a pandemic thing. I didn't know they were going to keep it forever and ever.
I'm gonna do another one. I'm gonna be extra toxic. Here's another one, an example of how I turn a little regressive. Fancy intersections, and I'm not even talking about just the loop around one. I'm cool with that. Whatever Palmer and 35 have going on right now. Unless it makes it like really a little more efficient, there's no need to do all that. I'm crossing into the oncoming traffic lanes. That's when I turn a little regressive. Give me the good old-fashioned stop sign.
Yeah.
I know
those are weird. There's some weird ones in South Austin, too, that are like that.
I've been fortunate enough to do some traveling in my life, and I will say that trying to watch the changing of the guard in London made me incredibly racist against Southern Europeans, Mediterraneans, mainly the Italians.
Oh, boy.
It's easy to do.
Well,
my people.
The Anglo culture is very organized, and the Italian culture is a little different when it comes to lines and who's ahead of whom.
You got to when you're colonizing.
I guess. And so like we showed up super early to watch the changing of the guard, which, by the way, didn't even happen that day. But then just like, I was like, wait, why are these families just shoving in front of us? Like, you literally, like, are we at a concert? What the hell's happening? That we're in front. I was a kid, but I remember thinking, I don't like Italians.
Little did you know.
You would
have to work with one for so many years.
I was 17 at the time. Am I going to get fired? Am I fired for that?
I don't think so. No, we'll dip you in garlic butter sauce and make it all better.
Man, the dinner I made last night.
Marinara.
So good last night.
Italian?
Oh, my God, it was good, dude.
Nothing.
I made some weird chicken dish.
Oh, I thought you made blue crab or whatever.
With chicken and vinegar and hot peppers.
Whew. Ugh, let's go to Anthony real fast. Let's find out.
Anthony,
what turns you into a regressive monster? I'm sorry, I turned up the HD TV instead. Go ahead, Anthony. I'm off today.
I turn into a complete a-hole because modern refrigerators, the ice makers don't work.
Oh boy, you're speaking my love language
right there.
You're speaking it.
What do you mean? Like the fridges with the screen?
I don't understand why the modern refrigerator makers. I
No,
don't
you
care
can
what
say
brand
it. There's one. No, there's one that stands out among
Samsung.
Samsung is
and that's right.
notorious for
Thank you.
making the worst
Thank you.
refrigerator. Their indoor ice maker is complete and total S. It's garbage.
So I don't understand why they don't partner with Hosanki or Manitowoc and miniaturize them and put them in refrigerators.
I don't know those. Do they make the little Sonic ice things? What?
No. There's a major ice manufacturers like you find in bars and restaurants and blah, blah, blah. The other one it drives me nuts. So think about the 80s with
But
VCRs.
right, to make this truly toxic, what you mean is that you don't like
Let's go back to
anybody
trays.
from Korea, right? You're opposed to the people from Korea.
No, I just hate their cars.
Okay, wow. Well, you doubled down. You went straight from refrigerator to a completely other manufacturing sector.
Yeah. So the other thing is card readers at any convenience store or restaurant.
Huh.
So in the 80s, think about a VCR when you rented from Blockbuster. People wouldn't clean them, and they gummed up your stuff. It's the same thing. The exact same thing with convenience stores. Everyone's inserting their cards in there.
Yeah, but why are you inserting it? Don't you have a chipped card now to just do the tap to pay?
But you go to rural areas, they don't have those.
Oh, you got to stay out of rural areas, dude. Yeah. They can tell, too. They can tell your city. They'll come after you.
Oh, yeah, here comes Mr. Big Spender.
Yeah,
with
they'll
his-
have sex with you late at night in the
chip.
barn.
With his chip card. We
go
can get
ahead.
carte blanche.
Tap this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it.
Okay, all right.
That's pretty
we
good.
accept it. Thank you, Anthony. Let's move on to Jim. Jim, I want to know what futuristic thing or progressive thing pisses you off and turns you into a regressive monster.
So first of all, giant +1 for the weird, stupid intersections.
Yeah.
I can handle a roundabout. There's one down, I don't know, southwest, somewhere around 71 I was at a few weeks ago. I'm in the left turn lane.
Yeah.
The person in the lane to my right has a straight arrow. He can go straight from there. But then the next person to the right of him also has the left turn arrow. So so he's the 2 lanes over from me. We're both turning left and cutting right in front of the guy that's going straight. Now he's got a separate lane.
Right.
But it's like 2 roads that come in. But it just messed me up. But we're both turning left, and he's sitting still.
Maybe they're not using engineers anymore.
They are using engineers. That's the
Yeah.
problem, is the engineers have found out this technically works better. But engineers don't have regular person brain.
Right.
And that's the issue. The technocrats are messing everything up.
But the one that really hacks me off, I can live with a $13 burger. Give me a $13 burger all day long. If it's a decent burger, I got no beef, no pun intended, with that. But how did we get to a $13 burger that doesn't come with a side?
Now we're talking.
Really? Fry? You're going to,
Yeah.
a third of a pound of potato. And no, you got to charge me.
Man,
You're already charging me $13.
You're talking Bob's
for a
language
burger.
all day right now.
We're headed toward the $20 combo. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Lunacy. Give me the prize back.
It's because of Antifa. Antifa's done this.
And Joe Biden.
There you go. Okay.
Increasing inflation.
Antifa took the sides.
Could be the Irish potato unions.
Son of a bitch.
All right, thank you, Jim.
And I think we're getting a
But who
little.
decided that a pickle was a side? That's just not right.
Well,
it
no,
is
a
a
pickle's
Rudy's.
not a side, but it is kind of also required. Like, a pickle's delicious, and it should be included really,
yeah.
not just with sandwiches at the deli. Send me a pickle spear with my spaghetti. I'm okay with that, too.
My family
Any
used to
meal,
eat pickles
absolutely.
with Mexican food.
Yeah.
Tortillas and stuff. Just
Sure.
an extra pickle.
I'll get down with that.
All right, thanks, Jim.
I think
And
we're
Your family's just worried that there's a slight moment where they're not chewing.
where there's not sodium involved for a second. Better chew on some of that. I'll give you one that happened to me recently, and I don't know if we can. I don't even know if I want to bring it up, honestly.
Okay.
in front of the ladies, you mean?
But there's this new policy on Xbox and Call of Duty, I guess specifically. And we join. We usually do like a party chat, which is like your own private chat.
What's the new policy? That they're going to reduce how many times that you can say words you're not supposed to say?
Well, you're right on the dot, on the money. and the technology and the AI or whatever, when you kill somebody or you get killed in that game, you can hear them for those 2 or 3 seconds that you get killed, so you can kind of talk to each other.
Right.
And I may have used a very unsavory word, and it's not appropriate or PC. And
Outside of Call of Duty, it's not appropriate, is what you're saying.
And I'm a huge supporter of the LGBTQ community as well.
Now I know what word you probably used.
100%. I've always had their backs, no matter what.
Okay.
But it was crazy whenever
I've never seen you march.
Do you ever have their fronts?
If they need it, if they ever ask, honestly.
But you probably used a word that you used when you were growing up as a young kid that we've pretty much eliminated from our vocabulary. But sometimes when someone shoots you and kills you, it feels appropriate to go.
It's the only thing that I feel has that amount of power to really pack a punch.
I'm not sure. I'm not convinced.
Did you end with the G or did you go all the way to the T?
T. Hard T.
Whoa.
Hard T.
Whoa.
Hard T.
So did you get banned from the game?
They sent a warning.
I want to read that.
And I was like, it wasn't
they
even
spell the word out.
It wasn't
in the
even
warning?
him reporting me. It was the AI hearing me because we tested it.
And what
again.
did it say? Did Mr. El Dorado please stop saying the N-word?
I think it wasn't the N-word. I think somebody else sent a...
Here's the weird thing about Call of Duty. That word, they don't seem to care about.
Right.
I know.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess it's appropriate for,
I've never played Call of Duty, but my stepbrother was playing it one night with the headset, and it was just a bunch of... What you could hear were clearly like 12-year-old boys dropping N-bombs and hard T's, and I was like, oh, what the hell is going... This is... He's like, yeah.
Being a 12 or 13-year-old boy in the internet era is crazy because you're really testing your boundaries, I think, around that time.
Well,
you don't
also,
know what you can get into.
You got to remember, when you go IRL, you're behaving one way, and then very quickly they will resort to some...
But I got very regressive at that moment, not just saying that word, but also getting the warning. It felt like Demolition Man, where you got a fine for cursing out in public.
This is what... Now you know how Paula Dean felt.
Did they spell the word out in the warning? Or how do you know what they were talking
about? It popped up a little banner that said, "You've been warned for using obscene language for blah, 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 blah." I'm sorry?
Instantly?
Like instantly, yeah. As soon as I said it, it was like a second or two later. Boop.
Whoa.
And I was like, whoa. And then we tested it again with another friend. And he said it. And poof, another warning.
So they're causing people to say it more now.
Well, just to test it to see.
Yeah, right.
But now I'm not joining the game
that's
chat
happened
anymore.
millions of times.
But
now.
what happens with the warning? Does it say you got to...
I'm not going to test it because I don't want to get banned. I want to play this week.
You know what? You want to know where you're going to get mad at me?
Where?
I'm not opposed to this idea. And I know it's going to make you mad
because you have a son that plays video games.
You don't need to be policing my video games or whatever. But what I like is, to know that my kids are getting mommed even when they're hiding from us.
I know,
and
that's
trying
why
to
you
play
love
the
it. I'm
games.
sure parents
That's why
love
I do
it.
like it.
First
yeah.
off, number one, you're
which-
playing a game where you're shredding a dude with an AR and shooting him in the head, throwing setting claymores, exploding. But the word is the word we draw the line.
Well, in war, I would like to think that we speak politely to one
Could
another.
I say?
Yes, that's what I like to think.
Private, what did you call him?
How dare you go to the other side and apologize?
So that's where I got a little regressive too.
Can you imagine, like a staff sergeant or somebody telling somebody you have to sit out of tomorrow's battle? You've gotten a 1-day suspension from the battle because of your language.
Yeah. Oh, you got to go to the, what do they call it? The brick or where they put them in the hole?
Stockade?
The brig. Yeah,
That's on the ship. Yeah, but you gotta go. Splitskis.
Let's go to Pest Control Chris. I'd like to find out, where do you turn into a progressive monster in today's society, Chris?
Hey, good morning, gentlemen. Love you, love the show. Congratulations on the awards, as always.
Thank you, of course.
Thank you.
Oh, of course. What turns me, honestly, man, I've way before any of this AI stuff hit the wall, I said it from the beginning, is when I'm an old man, I'm going to be racist against AI. Like, I'm not letting my granddaughter date an AI. You get that damn Roomba out of my house.
Yeah.
Like, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't trust them. I don't like it. Unplug it, throw some water on it, get that thing out of my phone. No, absolutely not.
Wow.
So you're a robotist.
Yeah, absolutely. 110%. I will shoot my printer if it makes a noise I don't like.
You have a no tolerance policy at all.
Yeah,
Why
he
would
doesn't
you
like
do
robots.
that? If it's a modern printer, it'll be dead within 6 months anyway. Don't waste the bullet.
Yeah, right. No, I've seen too many. I know all that iRobot, this and that, but no.
Oh yeah, but when they perfect the sex robot, you'll be first in
Oh,
line.
you'll be reverse cowgirling.
You know, thank you, Chris. You know,
different kinds of clips over there, right, guys?
That's right.
you know, Pat Saroyce, he's opened up for one of our live shows before. He's a really funny stand-up comic here in Austin. I'm gonna steal one of his jokes, so I'll let you know. You can check him out. Pat Saroyce, originally from like that Harker Heights area. And he got a joke about how people make fun of him because he has a big vape rig. He's like, I vape. It's like, I'm not proud of it, but I vape. And everybody like makes to make fun of me, and they're like, you, that robot dong, sucking on that robot dong. And he's like, yeah, but when the robots take over, who do you think that they're going to let live? It's the guy that's been sucking on that robot dong. That one's cool.
I
Don't need to kill him.
If there was a lemon-flavored smoke in the robot, all the robot dongs, I
Yeah.
guarantee you there'd be a lot of people on their knees. Let's go to Uber Joe really fast. Uber Joe, what in
Okay,
today's
guys.
thank you. What in today's society turns you into a
what
regressive?
turns you into an old regressive person in a hurry?
Oh, you're going to love this one. On Friday, Uber decided to do my background check. And I could not work for 4 days. I still cannot work.
What'd they find?
They didn't find anything. The Uber says that my background was fine, but the third party, which is called Checker, hasn't come back. Why? Because it's a holiday weekend. And I'm still not able to work. It costing me $1,200 over the weekend. And when I was hired in 1 day.
Can I just say that this is less about your tendencies to be regressive and not progressive, and more about your tendency to be pissed off and want to complain about your employer.
Yeah, let's put them together. How about that?
Okay, that's fine. Look, we're gonna give you the one way to do it. I just like that this topic is pretty much for you. It's just been like, look, I need to get some. I got some steam to release.
I got some steam to release, guys, man. Love you guys. Love the show.
You can
Hey,
make
did you hear
$1,200
about that woman that released that steam on that Delta flight?
Oh my goodness.
man. $1,200 in a weekend?
Is this
An Uber?
Tiffany?
Yes,
Yay, Tiffany. What's up? What turns you into a regressive person?
dick pics.
Oh.
Those are pictures of guys named Richard. We have to clarify
Yeah,
that
for the
since
kids.
you said that, but
Yeah, sorry.
it's okay.
But yes, I feel like that's regressive and
You want a more
You know,
cordial
don't
man
have-
to walk up with you with a portrait of it and maybe, hey,
No.
hello, madam.
no, if I want to see what you're packing, I'll unzip your pants.
Okay, you're going to want to consent first.
Yes, that's true. But
Though
I just think
generally getting consent from a man is just honestly doing that. And
How many invitations are you getting fortnightly?
I've gotten many, and many of my friends have. Like, I feel like they should be only if they're solicited. Otherwise, guys think, oh, it's coming off as cool, but it just comes off as cheesy and desperate.
Ooh, I don't.
Like, if you're...
You don't use the word cheese.
Yeah, we don't want any cheesy ones.
Oh my God, I didn't even think about that.
Come on.
I do think it's rude, and that's why I'll only send a scrotum pic. That's all I do. Just the scrot.
Not as obscene.
Well, that's ladies' favorite part.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Is the
No, it's butt.
the two guys you're not dating who came along on the date anyway?
You're a butt.
These guys.
You're a butt lady?
Yes, I'm a butt lady.
All
That's
ladies
a
are
man's
kind of
best
butt
friend.
lady. Yeah,
I
all
thought
ladies are kind of
there's
butt
forearm
ladies.
ladies and bicep ladies.
Why do you think
Yeah,
there's 4 nerds in the country that watch baseball, and everybody else that watches it is ladies going, oh, that's a thigh and a butt.
yes.
See,
Yes.
see.
All right, Tiffany. Thank you very much for sharing. Call in anytime.
Thanks.
I'm surprised that no one's called to say traffic yet, because I feel like traffic makes people go, look.
We had that in the 90s.
I'm
though,
not.
didn't we?
I'm not. I don't think of myself as a racist, but I have some horrible thoughts when I'm in a
Sure.
car
Oh, those
and
things,
it's silent and nobody else is around.
Right.
And I want God to forgive me. I don't want to be that person.
But
Do we have time for one more call?
Well, you're going to take it whether we have time or not. I know that about you.
I just wanted to ask. Jacob.
Hey guys, it's an honor to be again getting to talk to y'all on this award-winning show.
It really is, Jacob. It's an honor for you, and it's a bit of a displeasure for us, but we'll put up with it.
I hate cashless anything places like cashless restaurants, cashless bars. That stuff's got to go.
Why?
That makes me real regressive.
What if a place is cash only?
money's so dirty.
I don't know. My money's clean. Dirty hands, clean money. Right?
Man,
So
You're getting fresh bills right
This
out of
new
the...
thing where all bars are just automatically closing your tab at 20%, I couldn't be any happier.
Oh, I'm cool with that. I was just going to say you didn't like that. I'm cool with
I
that.
love just now that I don't have to close a tab. So when I'm ready to go, I just walk out and accept that everything will be handled. It's amazing.
Well, that's cool. I mean, tabbed out, like that company is cool if you're wanting that and you set that up. But when you go into a place and then, they usually let you know right off the bat that they're cashless. But when you got, a crisp hundo in the wallet and you want to use that instead of pulling out your card for whatever reason, you can't.
First
You
of
can't
all,
do it anymore.
why would a hundo be crisp and not already rolled into a straw? I feel like you don't know how to do life.
I just use ones for that. The hundos,
Damn, you
it's
nasty.
too much.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, brother.
All right, man. Take care.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Well, if you